The 2016 All-Star Weekend was sensational. There was a dramatic three-point shootout and dunk contest, followed by Kobe Bryant's last All-Star game in which a record number of points were scored. Unfortunately, All-Star Weekend isn't represented well in NBA video games. While NBA 2K16 does have an All-Star Weekend, it's only found within other modes, which is disappointing in and of itself. However, the featured events also haven't been updated at all in years. The Rising Stars Challenge is still Rookies vs. Elites, a format that hasn't been used since 2011. The Three-Point Shootout doesn't have the rack full of money balls, a wrinkle added in 2014. The dunk contest gives each participant only one chance at each dunk, with 3 dunks for all of them and the highest total score the winner. That format was only used in 2012. The Three-Point Shootout has represented the best of the bunch. Outside of not having the rack of money balls, it functions fairly well and looks a lot like the actual broadcast. Success largely depends on getting into a rhythm, which is exactly what you'd hope for out of it. The dunk contest is another story, utilizing the Guitar Hero method that was introduced in NBA 2K13 and giving users no tutorial or instruction on how to complete them. There is a finite nature to dunks, given that you're limited to what has been pre-programmed in, when much of the excitement of the real event is in seeing something new, something that would seem impossible, like Aaron Gordon pulled off over the weekend. It would be a real challenge to design a dynamic, compelling dunk contest. It's about time, though, for developers to take that challenge back on. The issue that could be addressed most easily relates to the All-Star Game, which plays nothing like the real one. The two teams combined for 369 points with 139 three-point attempts. In the video games, the All-Star Game is played by AI coaches and players like it's just another regular season game. What 2K and EA should do is drop the defensive attributes for all players, push the pacing and increase the passing attributes, fix rotations and minutes, and give the players tendencies to either shoot threes or take it to the rack for electrifying dunks. There should be no fear to turn the All-Star Game into an arcade affair. In fact, considering there are no arcade-style basketball games out these days, it would be a unique selling point, potentially fun both offline and online. At the very least, All-Star Weekend needs to be updated with the formats currently being used. The All-Star Game needs to feel more arcade-like with defense practically non-existent, and all the events need to be accessible on their own without having to reach them within another mode. With the way the NBA celebrates the festivities, there's no doubt it's a win-win, making them more accessible to consumers, but at the same time, they have to do each event justice. Simply patching in the new rosters and uniforms is no longer enough. What would you like to see added or improved for All-Star Weekend in video games? Leave your thoughts in the comments.